Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Bet.net Challenger Series into map number 3 of the day. And the final map of the series here for AVANGAR versus Fragsters. Now, Train is going to be an interesting one because we've seen two very one-sided maps in the form of Inferno for Fragsters and Mirage for AVANGAR. Admittedly, those kind of maps were sub-average for the Fragster side and absolutely amazing for AVANGAR. So it was a very, very one-sided time for both those maps. But Train is a much more seasoned set of grounds for both of these squads. AVANGAR have got a very high win rate. Versus Fragsters, who have an even higher win rate. Admittedly, they have played it a few more times, but have taken out the likes of Valiance, Sprout, Epsilon in the past. They've actually beaten Epsilon twice on this map in the past. They took a very close loss, 16-14 to Virtus Pro. Meanwhile, AVANGAR had some other very nice victories. Again, they've beaten the likes of Epsilon, EPG, who are no shout into the dark. Twice they managed to beat these guys. Also being alternate attacks and Red Reserve and Mouse Sports again. So they've got a lot of seasoned experience here on Train. And therefore, this one is about to get very, very interesting indeed. Fragsters really would like to have a nice start here on this particular map. We're about to find out whether they will be able to do so. Actually, Refresh trying to clutch this out. No way he'll clutch the knife round. And he will, actually. So Fragsters will get their choice of side here on Train. I imagine they want to switch, and indeed they will. So they get a CT start. And AVANGAR on the back foot for the T side. In terms of round balances, there's not really a major difference in between these two squads. They generally tend to have the much more balanced favour. But the odds do favour AVANGAR. 77%, of course, you can see on the widget at the top of the screen. So there's a lot of people that favour AVANGAR. I personally think that AVANGAR are going to take this one. They just got the better repertoire, beating Mouse Sports. And again, is the one thing that I'm taking a look at. Just like, yeah, Train is definitely their map, and this series probably will be theirs. But in the quarterfinals, we've already seen two major upsets of two very, very good teams that have competed in major tournaments. So let's find out if Fragsters can make it free. It's pistol round coming in on Train. Dragonfly has the defuse kit and the smoke. And it's full set of Kevlar out for AVANGAR. Every player with the default pistols in play for all 10 in the server, but it doesn't bother AVANGAR here. They'll tag Snapping down, they'll tag Dragonfly out. The dinks on the heads of the two players, and Dragonfly will fall. You have to refresh back towards a electric box, takes himself 2-3, looking for his fourth headshot, can't quite get it, but it doesn't matter. He's allowed his CT players to rotate in the backhand side and set themselves up as appropriate to deal with the T side push. The bomb's also been dropped on top of the Train as well, which just spells even more good things for Fragsters at this point in time. So Benny then challenging Devastator back towards the B-bomb site. He's pushed in from CT spawn. He gets his head taken off. A few missed shots from the CT player. Now it's all James alone. Nothing he can do. Up against two. And he will fall. 1 round to the favour of Fragsters as they kick this whole thing off. And our Russian stream expressing absolute disdain at the fact that they actually dropped that bomb on top of Blue Train. As I would too. Admittedly though, AVANGAR had a decent game plan going into this one. It was just a shutdown by one individual who took down the two players that made their way in from the T half of the map, i.e., you know, T-Con and Pop Dog, and then turned around 180 to shut down one in the Ivy push. Ridiculous stuff from Refresh. Of course, the pistol round in the favour of Frags. There's no bomb plant coming in from AVANGAR, so they have to force the issue in this next one. PT-50 is a CZ. Outside of that, not much to worry with for AVANGAR. The Kevlar's also in play, but if you use all the utility that they had very little of it, obviously. Krisen's low. AVANGAR look desperately for an opener. A way into this round, if you will. Maybe a bomb plant would be quite nice with these pistols, but Fragsters won't give it to them. Give them a little bit of map control to work with to set up all the executions and such, but unfortunately, it will all just come down to that push and how well Fragsters will be able to defend against it. They should be able to do well in defending against mostly pistols from the AVANGAR T side, most of which are long-range pistols. You can't really move around much with big hand cannons in play for Chris and Kick Out and Dima. Dragonfly does catch off 2 players towards Popdog, but takes more damage actually than he can dish out. Stalling for enough time means that AVANGAR won't go for the hit just yet. They've got 30 seconds remaining on the clock, and they do have to either get the bomb plant, get the round, or just die trying. 25 seconds remaining. Prison getting picked off by Bubsky, who goes aggressive. He's pick out a Popdog, and they get shut down as a result. Bubsky refresh 2 kills apiece, and Demasic left alone to fall in the hands of Stavin. 2-0 start for Fragsters, and an eco round out for AVANGAR. So just clocks for AVANGAR. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to rush down B site or A site to try and get the bomb plant. Bolster their economy for the 4-by round, but they're going to run straight into Torbeniaden. Are they expecting this? Yes, they are actually. They go straight around him and they actually force away 1 player from the aggressive upper position, but that's all they can work with at the moment. They back right off back into the halls, going down towards Popdog, and they're going to rush out towards the A-bomb site. And actually no one's here to deal with this. They are just going to make their way quickly on. Stavin will hear the footsteps called out from his teammates. And take Krisen out of the action to kick things off here. Refresh and Stavin cross-firing it down. They get 3 kills for Stavin, 2 kills for Refresh. AVANGAR unfortunately not able to get that bomb plant they need, so just going to be the basic full rifle buy coming in here for the T side. The AK's coming out the AWP, limited on utility sets as standard. Meanwhile, Fragsters have FAMAS's M4s and AWP from Dragonfly. Limited utility, of course, for the AVANGAR T side, but still enough to work with for this round. And James actually taking the first pick. We'll give him a little bit more breathing room. So AVANGAR starting off round number 4 in the way they would have really wanted it to. Smokes go together. Ooh, the backstab is incoming from a CT player. Take a look at Refresh. He's pushed in through T-Con. Not pushing up towards the halls. He's just going to sit passively and wait for the T's to come to him, although he could get himself a nice number of frags if he's good enough and if he's lucky enough as well. Take a look. All the T-side players are walking into him. What's he going to find? It's Refresh. Up for the task now. M4 in hand to try and put paid to AVANGAR. Kicker's going to peek. Gets shut down. Chris, the next man up to the chopping block. He only gets dinked and not killed. The CT's on rotate. They know where that bomb is going now. 4 versus 3 situation to the favour of AVANGAR, but Stavin's in a very nice position, and Kristen is very, very low up on the high ground as well. James, bomb on towards the site, gets planted immediately. Stavin looking for a small pixel, but just about gets away alive. It's James actually going to peek out with the AWP and take him out. 3 versus 2 situation. Bubsy looking for Dima, does take him for the quick trade to a 2 versus 2. It's here with the Benny up against James and Buster. James in particular with the AWP, looking around, spots him, spots up to Benny again. We're going to repeat this one. Take the quick flick to the 3-kill round for him. Bubsky, the last man left. Incendiary actually hits the smoke instead to get extinguished. James will still peek out, go completely past him. Allow 1 versus 1, so damage will be done to the T side, but Bubsky's going to take the fight. And Buster will win it out instead. 3-1. AVANGAR will claim their first on the first buy round. Of course, Fragsters have enough money to force the issue back together. Dragonfly's going to have a couple of problems because he bought that AWP. Of course, Dragonfly has been a ridiculous player in the past couple of weeks. The best on that Challenger Series, I remember during the regular group stage play, he had a pretty insane AWP 3 or 4K to clutch it out for his team on train instead. So, again, we're working with a bit of potential for Fragsters. Bubsky and Refresh are actually going to be able to make things work for their favour for the moment, though. No AWP required as they shut down 2 players of AVANGAR going aggressive in T-Con and Popdog. It's a very nice start from them here, but Refresh will get punished for a little bit of over-aggression. 4 versus 3 to the favour of Fragsters. So far, AVANGAR still got a little bit to play with, and also Popdog control. Buster doesn't know there's a second man. Well, there is no second man that's here. Turn out towards the Brown Halls, who's held out atop. Five remaining. Kick out, spotting, taking Bubsky out, getting back behind the red train just in case the CT Spur looking around green. Stavin eventually does spot down James, taking out towards Olaf. Kick out will try and find the angle, but Stavin connects with the 2K and it's all Buster remaining. Last man left, spotting players towards Heaven. The AWP legs him. Stavin needs to land a single bullet to finish the job, and he's got basically under 40 seconds. The grenade's not doing it. Eventually Stavin connects his 3K thanks to a little bit of assistance from the AWP Dragonfly. The money will be reset for AVANGAR. 4-1. Frags is starting things off correctly on the CT side. So now just the basic pistols out for AVANGAR. At the moment, full eco with no utility and no armor. A PT-50 and deal is all they've invested for in this round. We've far gone split here from the T side as our Russian team is once again willing to point out the fact that the T's have spread out across the map. There is no T-Con control. There is no option to go to T-Con. AVANGAR just playing this 3-2 split default. Tabellion spots out Chris and takes him down. The Isig also falls. Try and put the bomb inside the bomb site, and yeah, they will get a plant out for it. That's probably the best they could have achieved here, AVANGAR. Maybe a couple of frags would have been quite nice, but it's a bit too far out of the realm of possibility considering they are on the full ecos. James, 1 versus 5 up against Stavin. Looking with the teammates and he'll find it. Defuse will come through. Fragsters just gonna. It's a relatively easy round for them, but AVANGAR on that eco didn't invest that. Well, basically investing almost nothing. Just those couple of pistol upgrades means that the AKs will come through, and AVANGAR will call the pause for it. James, tactical in nature. I'm thinking about the way they're going to construct this round here, because they are once again on a position of a reset. 3 rounds loss bonus after investment in the second does not spell a bye. So, unpause ready, AVANGAR. Limited utility as well for the T side, and the AWP of course is out for Fragsters. Dragonfly wasn't able to get many great incredible frags, but did do the damage enough to take out one of the players a couple of rounds ago. A leg shot for Stavin to get that frag. Stavin is actually playing into the the AI push right here. He's going to catch off Dinasic for it. Jane will get a quick trade back. With the AWP, he's looking for another trade away. Spotting James, taking him down. Gaining either control for the CT side. AVANGAR looking for pop dog control. Kick out and bust up, dropping down. Looking for refresh, and they both spray him out. Kick up will lose a lot of HP, but still a 3 versus 3 to the favor of no one. Actually, to the favour of Fragsters, kind of, all things considered, considering that they took a lot of HP down on that lone player. But Dragonfly will make it a full-blown man advantage. Chrisen going falling, and now Buster in a very, very bad spot, making his way on towards the B bomb site, trying to set things up, but they are spread thin across this T-side line. He's all alone. Kick out all alone, all the same here. And Buster has to take them to Benny then, as I mentioned. Also got to deal with one man. Interconnect to lose a bit of HP. Finally finds the man. Now looks for Bubsky as the next one here. Although this bomb's getting closed in by Dragonfly. If Dragonfly takes it down, the bomb will get planted on the A bomb site, but Kick Out, there's no way he's going to win this one. 4 HP and 2 players to find. They know where he is. They heard him. Specifically Dragonfly heard him, and Bubsky's going to make his way on towards the bomb site. He's just going to have his back turned. Look for the AWP. Actually shuts it down, but Bubsky will pick off the trade. Go for the AWP as well. Because why not? 2K for him. He's got the defuse kit. He's got the 6th round in his back pocket for Fragsters. It was a nice try from Kicker. There was a little bit of damage at least for AVANGAR. May put them on a decent position to force buy. I would say that usually, but the truth of the matter is that money line is way too good for Fragsters, and they will invest back in full. They won't have enough to invest in the next round just about. A couple of drop rifles. They won't be able to get the AWPs out, but for now they have got the double op set up, and they can reset AVANGAR one more time. That would mean disaster for the T side. So Fragsters leading by 5 rounds. A lot of presence out towards the brown horse. Buster leading that charge, and only one man will be there to deal with it. It's Stavin to get a leg shot of Buster, but forced back by the spray. It is a slight health advantage for the CT side. So taking that as you will. Chrisen does spot Dragonfly, meanwhile cutting off the AWP. I think he was looking towards Ivy trying to deal with James on that Mac 10. James going to be able to push up as a result, so Chrisen answering back to Stavin's answer. A minute still left to go on the clock here for AVANGAR. They've got pop dog control. Got a man in T-Con. Got a man out towards Ivy, but actually rotate to join the man in T-Con. Bomb on Demastic, actually. He is still playing towards A, whereas the T's have made their way onto the B bomb site instead. Eventually, Kickout's going to call it out. Yeah, I'm here. Only one man here. And I'm going to take him down very quickly. 5 versus 3, guys. Get that bomb down towards default. Stavin, we there with the AWP. Spotted out by Kickout. They know he's there. Takes the shot to shut him down. 2 kills for Kicker. 2 versus 5. Fragsters just going to have to tuck tail and run and save on the AWP and the M4. But actually saving these 2 means that the money line does kind of line up for them for an investment. Again, the drop rifles to come through, but Bubsky falling is going to make that a little bit harder. Refresh getting cornered in towards Ivy. They are going to take him down. Kicker shuts all of Fragsters down. Now, how much money have they got to play with? They're going to take a pause and try and think about that among some other things here. $6,000 and $7,000 on Bumsky and Dragonfly. Actually, it's a technical pause. Never mind. Scratch that. But regardless, the money is still the same. $7,000, $6,000 on 2 players, but $2 grand to $3 grand. Refresh could force buy and still be okay, but problem is still Benny and Stavin. Unfortunately, AVANGAR don't have enough to keep drops together and also maintain utility and armor for their top players. They want to go for the M-Force, of course. So they will force the issue. For Masters coming out to get out a couple of different bits and pieces for Stavin and co. The M4 sits to Torbeni, then he's got enough for a rifle, for head armor. And a bit of utility as well. Stavin is eventually given an M4 as he drops that UMP for Torb. No head armor for Fragsters. The M4s and AWP still in play. They rebuy back into this one. They do manage to find their buy-ups into this CT side. But AVANGAR have a lot to gain from this round. If they can do it, then it will be looking fantastic for the T side. Let's see whether they can. It's James to peek with the AWP, trying to spot out Stavin back towards Ivy. I think Stavin actually saw the man. Goes back towards the train instead. It's a much more passive angle. Dragonfly peeking up onto Chrisen. Kickout's going to get dropped, and Dragonfly turns on 180 to Demastic towards Ivy. And just like that, Fragsters with 3 simple frags shut down the AVANGAR setup. Buster has made his way on towards the B bomb site, but there is no bomb control for AVANGAR. Neither is there bomb control for Fragsters. And this round looks like it may very well be a bit of a lost for the T side. Actually, the CT side are okay. Buster's still going to hold a bit of presence here on the B side. I think Torbenida may have heard this. Buster is going to look for the frag. Spots him, doesn't take the fight. Instead looks for Bobsky as well. have a lot of information on where these guys are at, and he will look for the frag, look for connector. Doesn't see anybody, but oh wow, this is a very good position to be at. Oh my word. Maybe only getting control of the A bomb site, but if his teammate stayed alive, that would have meant a little bit more. Right now, Bubsky is going to run straight into him with the M4 to Benny. Then should be able to get a trade back. 7 seconds. They're just going to wait. They're just going to try it and take him down after time. If he peeks out, shut them down before time. The 7th round will sit to the favour of Fragsters. As AVANGAR do concede once again to the reset. The force buy will come out from them regardless. Four AKs to work with AVANGAR reading to put some rounds on the board. Otherwise, Fragsters going to be walking away with this one relatively comfortably. After such a performance on Mirage, that's kind of a bit sour taste in your mouth if you're AVANGAR. Maybe that's all after shenanigans on Inferno, but that was really waiting for Demasek back here towards Ivy, AK in his hands, expecting a boost, but nothing will come through. It will be T-Con that is the main position. Oh, Bubsky splitting out Krizen after getting no info on those guys. Smoke will go down. Stavin's ready and waiting for Dema as well. Trying to catch a good glimpse, trying to catch a good position above him here. CTs will start to force the issue away. Spotting the gun barrel, knows the Demon's here. And there's the spray to shut him down. Meanwhile, Dragonfly looking out for James here towards the B-bomb site. Upper controls the CTs. And Bubsky spotting them coming out of T-Con. The sprays come back with the AKs. Kicker does take Bubsky out, but Stavin quick on his trade. That's actually caught off by the reload. We'll get fallen to Kicker's hands. The Krizen gets traded all the same. 2 low HP players for Kicker to try and clutch this out here. It's a 1 versus 3. Bomb on his back, 20 seconds to work with, picks up the first man. Gonna run straight back in the pop dog where Tobeniaden is waiting, however. But unfortunately, there is no way he's gonna win that fight. 8-2 to the favour of Fragsters. And AVANGAR will be down to just 2 rounds of loss bonus because of it. This is a very hard reset onto them, forcing the issue, and now forced against the issue. Glocks out. P250s, but nothing else here for the T side. Demon's not having a fantastic game either. 2 assists, 9 deaths, but no frags. Demon was choking on Inferno. Let's remember that as well. He was having a tough game alongside James, who was doing a little bit worse. Admittedly, James has stepped up in the last couple of maps. Regardless, the numbers being posted by all of AVANGAR are just not doing fantastic. We'll take another look at the end of the round. Oh, actually, no, our observers are going to read my mind and show you it on screen right there. And the way the push going to come through from the Eco T side, holding off for a couple enough seconds for Tobeniaden to get his triple kill, but not denied a bomb plant, which is all AVANGAR really wanted to do. Probably the best they could have expected out of this eco round. Kicker's got a P250, sneaking in connector. Dragonfly's ready for him. Splatters his brains all across the Z position. Another round on the board for Fragsters is starting to fall away from AVANGAR. But again, look at those numbers. 9 frags at best on Kicker, 13 for Stavin, and 13 for Refresh. At least Fragsters are performing like a team. Bangs over, Kicker picks up the first man. Bubsky with a quick trade back, looking for the next man out towards the B halls. Buster's going to take damage and fall back. Demasek looking for one more out here towards Ivy. Doesn't catch Stavin off guard. Stavin's had a fantastic game. He's ready to get some more stats on the board. Buster down. A small gap to lock out. The second can't quite connect it on Krizen. Krizen will re-peek it. But gets chucked out by Refresh instead. 2 versus 4. Once again, favoured to Fragsters. This CT side has gone extremely well in AVANGAR. Dima sick. And James. Dima will get able to get Bubsky at the very least, but flashbang over into the main bomb site, and Stavin's ready and waiting for it, but they've actually left the B presence all alone. James is going to get this bomb plant as a result. Unfortunately, Dima's in no position to try and back him up. He can't even cross out towards CT spawn, so the bomb will go down. Dima's got to catch one of these frags right here. Not going to happen. Jane with the AWP is all that's left to defend. 2 players on the backstab. Got to take them both out and misses the first shot. No chance for Dima. Caught off guard by Refresh. That's a 10th round of the board for Fragsters. And what more do you say to it other than that? At least Dima got his first frag in the game, so that's something. But it's not enough for AVANGAR at the moment. 8 rounds in deficit against the CT side. It's a pretty bad sign when your opponent's lowest performing player is doing better than 4 of your other players in the team. Oh my god, this has been an absolute disaster for them here on train. I'm not sure what happened, whether they just weren't playing well today or what's going on, because they're 2 one-sided maps. This was the closest one in the entire series. AVANGAR have got so much experience on it, but right now, none of that prowess is up to the fold. Demasek taking a stab at the very least, turned it to a 3 versus 3. Kicker. Spawn out Dragonflight, takes him out at the very least, and Tabenian and also looking for a little bit more out from this T side. The M4 in his hands. Buster backed up 7 HP. Kickout's going to get traded back, however, as Fragsters turn the man advantage for evens, but Refresh is actually in a very, very awkward spot. He's going to spot Dima. Dima takes him down instead. Now it's all Torb. Last man getting pushed up by Buster. Should be able to take him down to a 1v1. Or is he going to run straight into him? M4 out. Looking for him. And actually Buster wins out the fight. So AVANGAR just cling on to their 3rd round. But surely they must need to get to 5 in order to have a chance at this 2nd CT half. They lose this round, they'll be reset again, leading us to 12-3 on the board for Fragsters. The exact same scoreline that AVANGAR ended the half on Mirage with. "20 seconds above a minute." Trying his default, trying to line it up right here. Kickout will get Refresh to kick it off, but they got to do a lot more than this. It's Buster to chime on through one more, but Bubsky close range takes down Cruiser, but a blind shot from Dima picks off Bubsky, turning Starvin and Tabenian in the 2 versus 4, very far out positions. Bomb will go down. AVANGAR finally found the spring in their step. Finally starting to turn some rounds to their favor. A very long time to get here. James does catch Stavin at the very least, so 1 man remains for Fragsters. The 4th round sits for AVANGAR. There it is, Tabenian and falling. All 5 players go down for Fragsters as the last round buy comes together, and AVANGAR have a very good chance of winning this one now. They've got the full rifles out. Last round of the half. Forced by us to come through from Fragsters regardless of what the circumstances are set out to be in the next round shall decide a lot here. 10-5, I think, is the best scoreline AVANGAR could hope for right now. Definitely the best that's possible for them. Look at the aggression on the CT side. They're making it work. Stavin taking out Buster. Bubsky comes in the backhand side. Quick butt shot, the shutdown kicker. And AVANGAR desperately need this round. Jane will turn things back to a 3 versus 3 at least, opening things up to the A-bomb site. They found 2 AKs for Bubsky and Dragonfly. Topeniaden's got a deagle out and they have no idea on where he is. Maybe the backstab coming in from Demasic should shut him down, and indeed it does. Back to the man advantage of AVANGAR we go, but Bubsky, we're going to the bomb site. They have no idea he's here, and he's going to peek up, trying to land a bomb planter. Oh, he's going to hear it. Look for Demasic, take him down. Look for Chris and shuts him out the action. It's all to 1 versus 1. Orp versus AK. Jane versus Dragonfly. He's got a good read on where Dragonfly is, spots him. Backs right off, the Orp will be out. Quick scope in. And AVANGAR just again, hold on to their 5th round. A 10-5 score to end the half to the favour of Fragsters. AVANGAR have a lot of climbing to go back right here. A disappointing T side, but now their CT side needs to come alive. And there's no statistics to support the idea that AVANGAR are a CT-sided team. They support the fact that Fragsters are a CT-sided team. They've got a small bias there. But it's ever so slightly, like a 5% bias. It's nothing major, so how much that will come into effect is about to get found out. It's the pistol round. AVANGAR need this. There is no way around it. The defuse kit for Jay and the smoke for him, and Fragsters have straight up Kevlar. Go into the default, they go into Ivy, they go into B upper. And Buster is the man to hold down one side of the map alone. Lots of backup around him, however, they can rotate to fill his position. As is vice versa for the AVANGAR players that are also on the B-bomb side. It's Jane with the defuse, Demasic with just his pistol. Push comes in towards Ivy. The T's just rush their way down. Kicker's got a good angle, takes down Dragonfly, but Chrisen falls in his place. The bomb is allowed to get planted, but there's so much presence around his bomb train that Topeniaden is forced to try and take another fight. He picks off Kicker. Bring a man advantage back to Fragsters, and now the CT start to close in. Buster's got a good angle. Topeniaden isn't expecting it, and neither is Refresh or Bubsky, but both right towards the exact same angles. Buster looking for this headshot. Can't quite land it. Falls back behind the green train. Eventually he will go down. Demasic's got to try and get the trade back, and indeed he does, but now it's him and James against the world. James goes down, and Demasic got to pick up the defuse kit, got to try and make it work. He chucks his pistol away and doesn't stick the diffuser. That's an 11th round on the board for Fragsters. What do you make of this one? What do you make of this one? That's the true question. Already, Demasic. Then a 5-7 at least gets 1 frag, so Benny then falls to the clutches of the pistols at the very least. Starman picks Chrisen back to a 4 versus 4. Fragsters setting themselves up for the B-bomb site hit, it seems. They have got a little bit of presence towards Pop Dog as well. James is there. James will get aggressive and take 1 frag for his trouble, but it's just not enough. AVANGAR need to hold a man advantage. They need to lock out the defense against Fragsters. 45 seconds left. Actually, Buster's in a good position to potentially shut this down. He's left the A-bomb site, but no, they're going to go towards the A-bomb site instead, out towards Pop Dog. The bomb will get planted for it. No defuse kit for AVANGAR on this retake. I'm starting to lose my faith in AVANGAR, guys. And for the record, no, I did not bet. Bubsky doesn't even catch Buster, which is a bit of a Lapse in form for the moment. Buster connects 2 headshots, though. Demus and Co closing in the backhand side. Dragonfly spotted, takes 2 out, looking for the 3K clutch of his own. 1v1, Kicker's got no defuse kit. Dragonfly knows he's going to get peeked on, and he actually manages to prompt it out. 12 rounds on the board for Fragsters. AVANGAR had that round in the clutches of their hands. But unfortunately, it's just not to be. This is a very, very poor day for AVANGAR. It started off rocky on Inferno, but I did not expect it to get this bad at the final map of the series. This is kind of depressing to watch because it looks like on paper a pretty decent match, but AVANGAR just aren't performing today. They're all asleep at their PCs at the moment. And yeah, this eco round isn't going to go well for them either. Dragonfly and Starvin taking 2 picks. Starvin's on 1 HP, admittedly. But doesn't matter because Refresh is taking 2 more frags. Back Demon is the last man remaining. Starvin's ready and waiting for this frag. Looks for the headshot. And yeah, he'll still win it out. Not a single bullet lands from Demasic. 13-5 is the scoreline. AVANGAR with a bye now. First rifle round of the half, and it may be the only rifle round that AVANGAR will have. The pause coming through for Fragsters. Technical in nature, but at this point I would have expected AVANGAR to take a tactical of some sort. Now 13-5, favor Fragsters. This round could do it right here for the T's. They're aggressive in towards their default, out towards the B bomb site. It's Demasic, the man, to take the brunt of the defensive. They've got Crizzen down here with CZ in Pop Dog. Ready to push and shut down any T-side players that make their way into this side of the map. But 1 minute and 20 does remain on the clock. Here comes the set execution. 3 CT players to final. Stacked up towards the B bomb site. Kicker gets 1. Demasic forced back on his line. Kicker still got a good angle right here. Takes down Starvin, and Demasic rotates, trying to catch off Dragonfly. Dragonfly and Refresh taking both down. 3 versus 3. Jane with the AWP as the next responder. Up against one more player, but Buster walks straight into Torbenny, then takes him out. The action, Dragonfly's ready for him. Gonna get peeked in, falls back, looks for Crizzen, and now he's up for another clutch right here. He's gonna get taken down instead. As Buster keeps AVANGAR alive.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorist win.
6 rounds on the board for the CT side. Fragsters out with the AWP, the buybacks coming in for the AK-47s. Kicker and Jame. Taking early point out towards Ivy. And Jame finds the first. Nice start from AVANGAR. They need to keep this one going. Kicker takes Starvin. It's a 5-on-3. Smokes down, no boost will come through. They've got Ivy control already. Demasic catches Bubsky off guard. 1 more frag to the favor of the CT side. AVANGAR hold a very, very confident line. Fragsters just pushing in kind of aimlessly, trying to find a good position. But they're not finding anything. Refresh will take 1 and a second. On 14 HP, I don't know if he can find the 3rd, 4th, and the 5th. It would have to be that way. I'm out of position. They know where he is now, so they can just set themselves up. Sit back and wait for this lone man to push into a bomb site. 40 seconds do remain. The bomb going to rotate through Ivy, the AWP. Been picked up by Refresh, and what's he going to do with it here? Times are ticking. He's not got a lot of it, and he won't get any money from this round if he loses after time. Ready for kicker, though. He's ready for this lone player to peek, and eventually he's going to decide to back off. And actually, kicker gets the single USP shot, so never mind on that front. AVANGAR, 7 rounds on this CT board. It looked like the order AWP was going to save it there on the part of Refresh. Once again, AVANGAR set up for the comeback. But can they finish it off this time? Shots coming through, AWP out for James, M4s and AK for Dima. And Buster takes Bubsky down to kick things off. Straight for the smoke, he falls. It's only 1 kill for the CT side. Fragsters won't be able to put much of a fight right here, and Buster does connect his second eventually. Stavin trades back with the Deagle, however, so Buster pays for the kills he got. Kristen's ready to try and take down Refresh or someone else out here towards T-Con. Spots him, taps up the AWP, does his damage as well. Kick-cut tagging Refresh to nothing. Crescent finishing the job off. 2 versus 5, 1 versus 5. Stavin last man remaining will make it none versus 4. 13-8, Fragsters, 1 more buyback again. Could still shut this whole thing down from AVANGAR. The economy is looking tender for the CT side. Teams are going straight towards the default once again, out towards the B halls in brown halls. T-Con, of course, being maintained controller. Fragsters are waiting for the CTs to push up through Ivy. They've done this before, AVANGAR. They've made it work relatively well. This time they're expecting to go overboard on this one, but AVANGAR are going to play that very intelligently. Kristen will fall, and as will Kicker. So Fragsters eventually forcing the issue with the A-side execution. Going to turn things to a 4 versus 3, but that's only working in a small fry because Buster and James pick things back to the man advantage of AVANGAR. Tapping their way through, trying to land a stray bullet on the tagged up Bubsky as well, but he's back behind covering Pop Dog. And the bomb is still dropped, and Fragsters don't yet have control of it. They're just trying to look for a man advantage that Dragonfly will find on Demasik. 2v2 now. Oh, Dragonfly! Spotting Buster and taking his head off his shoulders, handing out a haircut to the lone CT player. James is the last man that remains, and Dragonfly, I don't know if he's got a good idea of where he's at, but Bubsky's going to close in. The bomb's still out in the open, so James just needs to lock that angle down. Maybe he might have another chance if he takes that Dragonfly. This gets an infinitely more difficult time for the T side. Hearing him. Don't know if he knows where the bomb is, but he's going to peek up a T-Con PT-50 out. Here's that AWP. They're running out of time here, Fragsters. To take him out, Dragonfly spotted. P250 shot for the AWP, picks it up instead. That's a 3K for Dragonfly, and unfortunately, James could not make it work today. 14-8. And the last buy from AVANGAR, the final stand for the CT side. Frags is instantly into the A aggression. Flashbangs, Dragonfly going to forced out. Not going to quite catch off an angle of James here. And he then down, flashbang over. Looks in to see what he can find, but just this slow default coming in from Fragsters. Both setups essentially mirroring each other with a single AWP, 3 rifles, and a UMP for both teams. "50 seconds remaining. The bomb has been dropped out towards the apartments. T-side presence could get caught off by Buster if he's careful enough, as is being pointed out. I'm sure the strategies and the stuff that they're drawing makes much more sense on the Russian stream, which you can tune into if you are speaking in native Russian. For me, I don't really know what they're trying to explain. But either way, doesn't really matter too much. What matters is his execution. The Stavin is going to kick things off on the right foot for James. Quick trade back on Refresh, going to turn his attention towards Ivy and A2, looking for the shot on Stavin and does connect it, but meanwhile Kickout's fallen into the 3 versus 3 until Benioden will take James out of the action finally. The bomb will go down. Prison is in heaven, spotted, sprayed away. AVANGAR lose their positional advantage now. And the CTs are set up against the T side. Dragonflight peeking out. Demasik still takes out Bubsky, and he's the last man remaining. Second frag, looking for his third on top Benioden, but no. The UMP wins it. And Fragsters claim map and match point here on Train. A 7-round comeback for this CT side to go all the way. The CZ, the Eagles are out, the UMPs are in play for AVANGAR, but Fragsters know that this is well within their grasp. They want this land spot. They want to take it above AVANGAR, and this will make the 3rd upset of the 3 matches that we've seen in the quarterfinals. Bubsky to Benioden. Refresh getting 4 frags between them. It's all Demasik as the last man remaining for AVANGAR, the last man standing, and the last hope for the CT side. He gets smoked up out towards Pop Dog. They know exactly where he is. The bomb will go down. He'll peek, line up 2, but he can't land a single frag. That is 16-8. A 2-1 series for Fragsters, and the Danes are going to the Bets.net Masters LAN Finals. AVANGAR, the road, the journey ends here as they fall in the quarterfinals, top 8 in the tournament. And that's about all they will be able to find. And that's pretty much going to be it for today's broadcast. Later on, we do have another match coming up for the Bets.net Challenger Series. That's Godsent taking on Team Spirit, the 4th place at EU versus the 1st place of the CIS group, coming on later on during the day. Not during the day, sorry, during the week, I think. I'm not sure when the confirmed date is, but it's definitely not tonight. That's it for our first series of the day. Just waiting on an updated bracket graphic so I can display to you to show you exactly where we stand in the playoffs series. And it looks like it's coming up right now, or not apparently. But right now, basically what you can see at the moment is that Fours have made it all the way to the finals. Red Reserve fell in the semis, and AVANGAR, of course, have been upset against Fragsters to go to the 2nd semi-final of the day here. Godsent and Team Spirit are the team players to try and find against them. I'm waiting for this graphic. It's a really nice graphic. I really want to show you, but you can leave if you want to. I don't really mind too much, but actually, it looks like I'm not getting this graphic. That's a bit of a shame. No, wait, I am. Here it is. There we go. Fragsters take their spot among the semi-finals, among the 4 teams that will make it to the Bets.net Masters Series, because Godsent and Team Spirit are the final quarter-final to be played here. The question is, will it be one more upset for the rankings? That is the question that we'll find out later on during the Bets.net Challenger Series. For today, though, that is about it here from today's broadcast. Our first best of 3, or third best of 3, actually, has been all finished up here. And the 4th quarter final will be coming up very soon. Again, keep your eyes unlocked on all the social medias for Star Ladder and on the HLTV pages, etc., to find out exactly when Godsent versus Team Spirit will be coming up. But for the time being, my name has been Switchblade J. I've been your commentator in the English broadcast, and I want to thank you very much for watching. Until next time, hope to catch you very soon indeed.